everybody, welcome back to East Coast Other Side Adventures. We had quite a bit of a hike in here. It was a pain in the backside pulling this damn sled. Kept flopping over inside, and I just showed you the good parts. So today me and Anthony's out here at the lakeside location. We're doing a hot tent today and overnight. I got a big hot tent, big enough to fit our 2 cots and still have a ton of room left. So we're going to well, clear up a little bit more of this little area right here, and gonna get stuff set up, and then it's on to some firewood and everything.
Make coffee.
Coffee?
We're gonna make coffee.
I got cancer still for that stuff. If we do that right now, well, actually I'll do that after. But yeah, we're gonna get this area cleared up a little bit more because it's just hot tent's quite wide. So I'm gonna get it situated around. Try to figure out the, check out the configuration, situate the wind's blowing, so it doesn't actually blow inside the tent as bad as what it could. But it is a nice day out for it, so why not, right? So we'll clean up a little bit more and get stuff set up, and then we'll bring you guys right back. I think it's gonna be a good night. Really good night. So. All right, well, let's get some area cleaned up and get to her. Alright guys, we got tent set up. We got the stove set up. Decided to have a coffee break. As a scene, we got the little canister stove. Heat that up. Had to heat 2 of my 750 ml pots of water up because it just wouldn't fit enough water for my cup and Anthony's cup. So kind of had to, you know, double it up a little bit, but that's fine. We managed getting coffee. So right now, I think the current temperature is it's between 0 degrees Celsius and -2 degrees Celsius. So it's a little cool. Just sitting here. My feet are getting a little chilly. Kneeling down, getting the stove set up and the chimney and everything all situated. My knee got kind of wet traveling back and forth in through here. Kind of got the snow all mushy and slushy and stuff. So the ground's kind of wet. So hands over there snacking on a Jersey milk, I think. Yeah, snacking on Jersey milk. It's kind of half frozen, I think. So as you can see, we got we just got a camp cot, quite large to bring in. So say we brought him in on a little sled. Same with my backpack. So which had everything in it, pretty much. So we're gonna probably finish our coffee and probably turn our attention to firewood. It's probably hitting what, about 3 o'clock, you think?
It's close to that.
All right. Don't even bother pulling your phone out. Probably hitting around 3 o'clock.
8 minutes too.
Well, I say probably hitting around 3. So, but as you can see, he don't listen very well. No, just double checking the time, I guess. But we gotta turn our attention to firewood. We need a fair amount. We got a little bit gathered up, not much, just enough for if we're gonna have a fire outside. We're kind of debating whether just to have a fire in here in the stove or have one outside and then have one later on in the stove, or just continue on with one in here. But looking behind the camera, I do see a fair amount of dead standing hardwood, so I'm gonna scrounge around for that. So yes, we're gonna sit here and drink our coffee. Because it's cool enough to drink yet. I don't know. Probably too hot.
Pretty hot.
So, we've got kind of a interesting supper planned for tonight. We divided up the food. He brought half. I brought half. He brought a pot. So it's a fairly big pot. So it's gonna be about half full by the time we're done. So yeah, let's what was we making again? Cowboy soup. So got a bunch of ingredients to go in that. It's all canned stuff, but I mean, if you want to get fresh stuff and put it in there, like fresh to the garden or something like that, that's great. But wintertime, well, it's kind of hard to pull stuff out of the garden like that. So I'm gonna finish our coffee, like I said, and we're gonna turn our attention to the firewood. So when we get done having our break, we'll bring you guys back to gather enough firewood. Now that's a piece of wood. Whew. All right, guys, we got our firewood. We're gonna have to cut up a little bit more here after a little bit, but we were getting a little chilly, so we decided, you know what, instead of making an outdoor fire, we're just gonna focus on getting all the wood for the stove. We're gonna cook some supper on the stove. It's actually be the first meal cooked on this stove. It's the second burn for my Pomoly Timberwolf stove. If you didn't see the unboxing of that or the first burn, you can go. I can put those at the end of this video. Anthony's taking it upon himself to cook his hamburger, which goes in the soup, by the way. Yeah, we're both getting a little hungry, so. I haven't ate yet today. I'm kind of excited for this.
I've been eating, snacking all day.
Yeah, he's been snacking. Snacky pants.
Yeah, he's been busy cutting wood all afternoon.
So, the ingredients for this cowboy soup, my girlfriend Holly actually found it online for me. We tried it at home twice. Well, let's just say there was nothing left by the end of the evening. I think she had one bowl, maybe two. I had the rest. It was that good.
The stove of yours is pretty good, Mike. It's heating up pretty good for... Only had it going for, what, 5-10 minutes here? It's already cooking the meat already.
I told you to cook quick.
It is. It's pretty nice.
Anyways, as I was saying before I was rudely interrupted.
Wow.
The ingredients for this cowboy soup. There's ground beef. There's green beans. Peas, carrots. What the hell was it? Whole kernel corn. And tomato soup. And potatoes. So what you do is you cook your ground beef first, and you do your and you take all your vegetables from the can. You pour in brine and all. You don't add. There's zero water added to this. So you cook. Say you cook your ground beef, and you take all your vegetables from the can, brine and all. Then you take, and then you put your potatoes in. If you want to pre-cook your potatoes beforehand, you can. And I say you cook all that, and the tomato soup is the last thing you add. So what the tomato soup does is kind of thicken it up a little bit, but you don't want it too thick, but you don't want it runny. And well, if it's supposed to be being a soup, you kind of want it runny, but the tomato soup does thicken it up a little bit. So we're gonna cook all that up. Well, ground beef should be done in about another 5 minutes. It won't take long on that thing.
No, she's good.
Then as we move along through the whole cooking process, we'll bring you guys back and let you have a look at that. How's that hamburger coming?
It's coming.
Smells good.
Yeah.
All right, we'll bring you guys back in a few minutes. All right, everybody. I know you can't see me. Tomato soup goes in last. Let's start putting our veggies and stuff in. So, ground beef's just about done. So, if you happen to see the video jiggle a little bit, it's because I bumped the camera, bumped the tripod. So, I got no. For all you new viewers, new subscribers and everything, I'm using an old antique can opener. Thing works like a charm. It doesn't matter how old it is. It still works like it spins like a top. So, gonna add our, what's this? Peas and carrots. Peas and carrots. There's one. Oh, I forgot to mention mushrooms goes in this thing too. So I picked whole mushrooms. I love mushrooms. No, not the funky kind. So Mr. Anthony's giving her an old stir.
Making sure he don't eat it all.
Oh, believe me, I ain't eating all this. There, well, I could probably cut them up in half. Probably should have, but well. Good here, we got peaches and cream whole kernel corn. Well, you could probably toss some potatoes in if you want. Yeah. So this is going to be good. Told you, just one single can of each one, man. It'll make a whole bunch. We'll be snacking on this here stuff until morning. Aren't? All right, we got one more can of green beans. So I'm gonna mix all this here up, get everything all in. Then when it's just about done, I'll bring you guys back. Alright guys, it's getting pretty dark in here. I got my little lantern going, just hanging up on the little loop in the middle. Supper is ready. It's too bad we didn't have smell-o-vision. You'd be wanting some of this, I think. But no, we're excuse me. We're getting ready to. Actually, I think Anthony's going to take it off and sit down here, so it's not, taking up any more space than what has to be. Yeah. Just don't let it roll off, and
nope, she's good.
Here we go. Oh, now we can have a little water for coffee on the stove. So, we're gonna, I think we're gonna dig in and have ourselves a little bite to eat. I say I haven't ate all day, and he's been being Mr. Snacky Pants.
I like my eating.
Yeah, candy bars and chicken breasts and I don't know what else he ate.
Coffee.
But anyways, yeah, we'll get everything all situated. Let that cool down for a minute or two. Get our bowls and stuff ready. Whatever else we're gonna have to, whatever else we need. So yeah, so we'll let this cool down for a couple minutes because it was just boiling. So we'll let that cool down, as I said, and I'll bring you guys back. All right, guys, we've had supper. It was great. I decided just to not. I was just so hungry that I just wolfed down 2 bowls. It's half gone. Anthony finished his 1 bowl. He said that was good enough for him. We've been snacking all day. So we have to. We have to go and finish cutting up a big piece of firewood that we got. We only cut half of it up. We were so hungry and everything, so we went and had coffee and made our supper. We're gonna go back out, finish cutting that up, split that up. So we probably use, I don't know, maybe about a quarter of our firewood, and it's only like 6 o'clock. So we gotta get we gotta get a little bit more. I don't know if you can see that or not, but we got a fair sized pile, but I say it is only early. That won't last until morning. So I got a coffee right here in front of me. Try not to kick it over. So from here, we're just gonna say goodnight to everybody. Supper was good. If you could have smelled it, it really smelled really awesome. So if you guys want to give that a try, so I'll just pause the video through and write down everything you need. But remember, tomato soup goes in at the very last to thicken it up when everything's just about done. So anyways, enough rambling on. We're going to say goodnight, and we'll see you guys in the morning. I moved my bed a little closer to the stove. Morning, everybody. We had kind of a good night, I guess. Our wood pile lasted until morning, but it lasted till like 7 o'clock or so. We had a few pieces still in here that was cut. So, anyways, we're gonna do our breakfast. Having some cowboy soup for breakfast. Heating up water for coffee. We got a couple more pieces of wood we gotta cut up, but that's just for while we stay. We're probably gonna pack up here soon and head out. It's kicking about 9:30. So we're gonna sit around, enjoy our soup, and enjoy our coffee, and relax for a little bit. Alright guys, we're slowly packing up here. We got a lot of stuff to pack up. We got a little bit of a hike. We got about put a kilometer or so hike in, or hike back out, sorry. Finishing my coffee here. Might have another one. Anthony still got his coffee to finish. I had cowboy soup for breakfast. It tasted pretty good. Tasted really good. Second time around, right? It's always better. So, if you haven't tried it, I highly recommend making it and trying it. It's really, really good, really filling. I had 2 bowls of it last night. Anthony had 1. Plus he had some bread with it, so kind of a filler. Yeah, so there's not really much to say. We got, we got a fair bit to pack up, but I can't pack none of my stuff up until the tent comes down and the stove cools down. So I got one last piece of wood in there. I believe it's a big piece of maple or oak, one of the two. Kind of hard to tell when it's dead. So yeah, we're gonna, like I say, slowly clean up and get stuff packed away and head on out. Whew. Alright everybody, we it's about 3 hours, 2 hours later, something like that. We just sat back, drank coffee. We oh, excuse me. I just sat back, drank coffee, chit-chatted away for a little bit, lost track of time, it's like, holy crap. So, anyways, we had an overall good night. Wasn't bad. Wasn't the warmest, but we didn't freeze to death, obviously. We're here.
Yeah.
We found that this stall hot tent was kind of too big for that little tiny stove, so let's say it was warm enough to keep the chill off. So right now it's probably pushing, but what, -7?
Yeah, it's just the wind. The wind's making it cold.
Yeah, probably about -7, but the wind is probably like -10, -12.
When we were inside the tent, we were fine, but as soon as we get out here and start tearing it down,
yeah,
you can feel it in your fingers a little bit.
Oh, could you ever? So no, but we had a big enough footprint. It kept us warm anyway.
Yeah.
That's about it. So no, we had an overall good night. The cowboy soup was awesome. I suggest you guys try that. See if you can't really remember what's in it, drop it in the comments below and I'll message back. I'll do the best I can anyways. I don't know. What do you think? Good night?
Oh yeah, it's a good night.
Alright, cool.
I'm ready to get back in the car and get a little warm.
Yeah, we got about a 2K hike out?
Oh yeah, a little bit, yeah.
So,
I'll
we're
warm
back
up
here
by the
quite a
time I
ways.
get out of here anyway.
What?
I'll probably warm up by the time I get out of here anyway.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Alright guys, so yeah, I'm gonna grab my sled with all my gear, and he's gonna grab his couple things.
Yeah.
Yeah, his cot and his food bag anyway. So alright, enough rambling on. We're gonna get the heck out of here and warm up.
Yeah.
Catch you guys on the next one.